Morning, fellas. How's everybody doing today?
Went out and picked me up a hammock. Decided I'd break down and do it. I know a lot of people uses them. Dave sells one on his site there. I think there's a couple of them. And I figured, what the heck? We'll go ahead and get us one. I figured I'd do a little review on it for you real quick. Show you some of the goods and bads about it. We'll start out. You'll see it comes with a mosquito netting and cordage to hang it. Of course, now I don't have a tarp over this because I didn't sleep in it last night. But you see it's fairly large. I'm 6'1", 250 pounds, which is the max weight limit for it. It's 250 pounds. So I'm right there at the limits. Now I've just got it tied off here to my bucket truck because I don't have a tree close enough to me on the other side. And on this end I've got some cordage wrapped around this tree. Let me show you here. It came with these blue cords here. They're kind of small but real heavy duty. You got an S hook that I'll probably be trading for a carabiner, and then of course there's the attachment system to the hammock itself. It's holding my weight pretty good, so I'm not worried about the size of these, but I would like to get a carabiner on there just so it'll lock into place. You can see I've just got it. It just, like any other one, it wraps around the tree and you pull it tight through itself, and you tie an overhand knot in it, slip your ass hook through there, and then it's got these attachment points here for your guideline to hold the mosquito netting up, like so. Now inside of it, it's got some little mesh pockets in this mosquito netting that would it holds my cell phone. I've got a G1, which is a fairly, decent sized phone really, and it holds it without too much problem. Of course, it will make this net sag, and of course, just like the Trek Lite, it's got the storage bag built into it. And then on this end, because of this tree, how big it is, I've just got some 3/8 inch braided, what they call diamond braided rope, and I just tied me a overhand knot in it. Got it cinched on there pretty good. Sets up real fast, just like the Trek Lite or many of the other ones. We back up here and get the full deal here. It sets up just like the Trek Lite, and so many of the other hammocks that use this style system, you could use straps on the end rather than the rope. I'm probably actually going to get webbing for it because the webbing takes up less room than the rope with the same tensile strength, so it'll hold the same amount of weight. Of course, I've got mine. I know a lot of people that hang theirs, they want the bottom of the hammock to be about head high, but I've got mine to where I can just sit right down in it. I know it's not going anywhere. I'm not that high off the ground. If I do fall, like I said, this thing's rated for 250 pounds. I weigh 255, so I'm pushing its limits by the manufacturer's suggestions. So I want to, stay as close to the ground as I can until I get a little bit more confident with it. But I'm liking it. Of course, the other thing about these straps that come with it is they're so short. If you get to a spot to where the trees are, 12 foot apart, you're going to need more rope to reach it anyway. So I'd recommend getting some strapping. That way you can adjust, the height a little bit more, and you got a little bit more leeway as far as the trees and where they're at. I'm probably going to replace this rope with just some paracord and some figure 9s to give me a little bit more universally and being able to hang the guidelines for it. But I'm liking it. It's pretty secure. Like I said, the mosquito netting, it actually blocks a good bit of the wind. We got a good little breeze coming every now and then. and the mosquito netting seems to block a bit of the wind. I didn't feel as cool laying inside the hammock as I do standing out here talking, so I'm liking it. I said, of course, if I was staying in it overnight, I'd have a my wool blanket or a pad or something inside the bottom of it, as well as something to wrap up with just to keep me warm. But I think it's gonna be a pretty good piece of kit for me. This is the only card or information it came with. The Traveler hammock is called the Skeeter Beater, and it was $49.99 at Ace Hardware. And then on the back side, it just shows you how to loop the pole with your cordage, and tells you how to get into it, and you know how to get in and out of the hammock. Now it is starting to rain, so I'm gonna have to cut this short. But that's it right there in a nutshell. It comes with everything you need inside of a mesh storage bag, which I'll end up using for something else, just because it's a good mosquito net bag. But I'll show you real quick how easy it is to take this thing down. I just tied a couple of quick knots in this guideline here so I could pull them out and get everything stowed away. And then on this side, I just looped it around the limbs. Got to make sure there's no sticks or weeds or anything in here. And we'll just tuck those into the bottom of the bag, because that's the last thing we'll need. Take this side off and fold it up. Get in the bottom of the bag. And we'll get their other blue cord that they sent with it here. And we just stuff it all back inside itself. I'm stuffing it from the center, so that the hook that hangs it is actually going to be right on top. And we'll do the same thing with the other side here. Just kind of roll it over itself a little bit. And again, my little hook is right on top here. And that's everything in its own little stuff sack. I said it's very, very similar to the Trek Lite hammock. It's rated the same as far as weight ratings and stuff go. So that's it. The Traveler's Hammock Skeeter Beater. $52.20 total with tax and everything included. Ace Hardware usually has them, or you can find them online at the hammock.wmv. They have quite a big variety of different styles, different versatile type, hammocks that they use. So check them out. Hope you enjoyed it. It's getting ready to come down a little bit, so I'm going to hop on into the house. Catch y'all again.